Expected today in the sex crimes trial of Sean Diddy Combs. His ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, is expected to take the stand. A video made public appearing to show Combs beating her in the halls of a hotel back in 2016. You probably remember. Combs is accused of forcing Ventura and other women into drug-fueled sex parties. His lawyers say all sexual acts were consensual. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges.
It's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about, but it's a terrible thing that's taking place, and farmers are being killed. They happen to be white, but whether they're white or black makes no difference to me, but white farmers are being brutally killed and their land is being confiscated in South Africa.
President Donald Trump on Monday welcoming dozens of white South Africans who just arrived in the United States to be resettled as refugees. But the South African government denies the allegations of genocide and says no land is being forcibly taken from white farmers. The refugee status of these 59 people fast-tracked over claims from people trying to flee other countries. And now the Episcopal Church is ending its work with the federal government and resettling refugees. The church's presiding bishop, Sean Rowe, says in a statement, quote, "In light of our church's steadfast commitment to racial justice and reconciliation and our historic ties with the Anglican Church of South Africa, we are not able to take this step." He went on to say, quote, "It has been painful to watch one group of refugees selected in a highly unusual manner receive preferential treatment over many others who have been waiting in refugee camps or dangerous conditions for years." We're here to catch us up on that headline and some others too that you may have missed from thehill.com. White House correspondent for The Hill, Alex Gangitano. Alex, great to see you this morning. Hey there.
Hey, good to see you.
So help us unpack all this. The Trump administration says that these white refugees are fleeing violent attacks in South Africa, but the refugee resettlement program is facing some criticism, hey?
That's right. So a lot of criticism over the fact that the president halted refugee programs for others in countries that are facing violence or famine, like Sudan, Afghanistan, and stopped taking refugees when he came into office from countries like that. Now he's fast-tracked, as you mentioned, the refugee status of some of these white South Africans who he's saying are facing discrimination back home. We heard from the State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce, who announced that these first group of refugees would be coming into the U.S. And she said, we're always one to fight racial discrimination if that's what they're facing at home. And the president, as you played in the clip there, said it doesn't matter if they're black or white or whatever else, they're facing discrimination at home. Meanwhile, the South African government is basically slamming the move, saying that this is a politically motivated move to take in these refugees. We've seen the Episcopal Church distancing themselves from this decision to prioritize these white South African refugees. So it comes with a lot of criticism. Meanwhile, the president did say that he thinks that some leadership from South Africa will be coming to the White House next week. So I think we'll see some conversations there and some questions that the government has about this program.
Right, but also many of them are farmers, and American farmers have been putting their hands in the air, waving them around, saying, wait a minute, we have it tough right now too. We're having a hard time getting loans, among other concerns. So how are they reacting?
Right, American farmers between loans, climate change, the tariffs and how that will impact them. I mean, these are all concerns that we have at home. Meanwhile, the president really doubled down on the fact that he's saying that these farmers have been discriminated against, the land has been taken from them. There was actually a data cited in a New York Times article that said over the past 4 years or so, about 100 current and former farm workers living on farms have been killed, but those people were not necessarily white. So this is an interesting kind of we haven't seen firm data out of the administration over what exactly they're pointing to about this mass discrimination towards these farm workers. But it's interesting. You're right. Well, we have these issues here at home.
That's right. And we know that making sure that we can produce our own food here is not just a food supply concern, it's a national security concern too. If we can, let's switch gears as we always like to do with you when you're here. AAA is now projecting 45 million Americans